Good evening, Chibi. Good evening, D Camel. AR. Sound alerts assemble.
F&A, Cotton, F&A.
Good evening, 50. All right, I'm gonna try a couple of things here real quick. I haven't been happy with the way Sound Alerts doesn't have an API integration. So I've been trying to mess with the commands to get some kind of a hold function built into it. That said that it was canceled. The thought process should be that that should pause sound alerts.
Bruh.
But that doesn't. Shows queued. That's interesting. It doesn't act the way that it says that it should act. That's in cooldown still. Queued. What played? Where is it playing through? Thing doesn't make any sense. I might have to like nuke all the sound alert things and then redo it. Something just doesn't add up with it for some reason. I was checking other chat commands. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Did that do anything? Asian boy. Thank you for the lurk, Mufasa. I don't know. I haven't been really happy with the way that sound alerts is. I might move away from them until they do some API integrations and just shuffle all that stuff over to Tangia. I got some of the stuff set up. The only thing that I didn't like about Tangia is there wasn't a good ability to queue up multiple options to do like a random thing from a group. We'll see. Maybe some changes there. All right, we have the right game up. How's everybody's night going so far? I haven't seen what we've got going on for events yet today. I know that we have Alliance tournaments continuing. What, we got two more days after today's is finished. Looks like we lost one of the 10K tasks overnight. That's a little frustrating. I'm still not 100% sure if that's a task that somebody's claimed or if that's a task that's just completely gone, needing to be refreshed. Because we had it gone in my other account basically until the event reset this morning. I may be able to do... I may be able to do this one. Actually, probably not without the without doing the Borg Armadas. And having the Alliance fully participate. There's enough points on here to be able to do it. Because it's almost 5,000 between these two. Because between these 4 tasks, that's close to 10K. Have you ever gotten past the Alliance milestone 5? I don't... No, but we've came so close, though, like... within 2 or 3 armadas of completing it a couple of times. Or at least a couple of people. It's been, like, really, really, really close. But that one's not necessarily needed, because, I mean, that's almost 1,000 points. I think once we get to... like tomorrow or the day after, we get a couple more of these milestones knocked out, or at least one more. That 10K one shouldn't be hard to hit. Because these are all... well, that does go up in value. That one doesn't. Oh, that doesn't go the same. It'd be tight. 10K Maverick credits and the event reward for ship upgrades. For the SMS? Oh, yeah. Oh, heck yeah, that's an easy... that's an easy do then with that. Depending on which ships that they have. Fear, Excelsior, Dauntless, Reliant, Squall. That shouldn't be hard. This is kind of a unicorn day. Because you're not going to have a lot of events that are going to be paying off. Actually. If there's 10K there and I can almost get 10K, I should be able to get 10K out of the other one. I need to math this. Because that's close enough that that might be able to work. These have 2, 4, 5 at 330. Times 4 tasks. That's 6,600 points. And then another 1840 for the 460. And then another 4 of the 530s. So that's 2120 plus 1840 plus 6600. That's 10,560. So if I can finish off resource redistribution, aggregation hunt, and then we finish the FKR hunt, that 20K task is doable. That shouldn't be hard to do at all. I don't know how many hostiles that requires to hit. Finish that one off. I'm gonna send Vengeance out to start on hostiles. So if I'm hitting 72s, that's 30 points a pop. That's only 2,000 hostiles. That's a perfect storm of things lining up. The scale on these tasks is tough. That might be a wait for tomorrow or the next day kind of thing, I guess. The 10K one would definitely be doable. Enough. Well, the 10K one would still be there tomorrow. Because just what's in the faction store would be 10K. I did take it away. I gotta figure something else out with it because I'm getting sick of having to deal with copyright notices. So I need to figure out how I can make a change to get that set up correctly so that it doesn't on like that one alert, but like the rest of them can still go through. I want to still have the regular sound alerts in my VODs. Without having to go back and edit them every time. So it might even be a matter of like when that event gets triggered, I have a cleanup task that runs that changes the audio output to be a different track than what it is currently. But we'll see. Hey MJ, how's it going tonight? Any Marn? What's a Marn? Hey Martok, how's it going? Any Marvel Fest skins? I got at least one. I got at least one layer. I don't know if I picked up any others today. Yeah, I did see you in one too. I was gonna say hi, but it was busy. I was dropping while I was at work, so I was not focused heavily. I didn't even know that I won a layer yesterday. I just opened up the... When I opened up the game last night on stream, I saw that I had the layer and I was like, oh. But they had a couple of like reverse leaderboards yesterday, and I know they had at least one today too. Yeah, I've still got one layer. Well, it slows down a lot, like during the like while the rolling's happening. It's still pretty active because there's still, you know, 500 to 600 people in there in most of the streams. So it doesn't take much for it to move, but they couldn't even win on the loser shows. Yeah, if you end up like middle of the pack, like no matter what kind of leaderboard that they're running, like you kind of get left in the dust. So like it's something that you can have some serious issues trying to get in the placement on. I've done pretty good in the last 3 out of the last 5. I think I have gotten layers in. But I made some points up yesterday too, so I wasn't too surprised to have gotten one. I know I had at least one first place finish. But again, I was dropping at work, so I wasn't paying 100% attention. Mainly just waiting for their drop alerts. I get very thankful for channels that have some kind of a sound notification. Or even a strong visual one, honestly. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get anything close. I mean, 2,000. What did I say? 2,000 hostiles here. Whoa, there's Maverick credits there too. There's Maverick credits there too. Another 2,500. What else do we got? Maverick credits hiding in. Yeah, 2250 now. Like, it wouldn't be in those events. I mean, it could be in... like one of these mission key ones. I was wondering if maybe some of these ones that had Officer Depot tokens, maybe they're starting to cycle out or something. And that 20k task is closer. We don't have any here. That's unfortunate. We had some in... no, there's none in here. What am I looking for? I'm just looking for Maverick credits to see if I could possibly do the 20k task tonight. And hi, Broken Wolf. Hi, Warzone. Yeah, that sound alerts command isn't working. I'm gonna pause that. Disable those until I get that figured out. I thought they had tucked Maverick credits into the wave defense pass, but it was just the officers. I mean, there's a lot of points that are available today. I think if things are figured out just right, the 10k task could be doable on a fairly regular basis if they're gonna have that available. As long as you save Maverick faction stuff, 10k task is very doable. And I'm borderline for being able to do the 20k task. If I had enough time to just grind FKR hostiles tonight and finish out the alliance task, like, that'd be quite doable. I think I was counting that in my 4. Or even getting that third key would be at that point. But I know I can do the 10k task. No, I did that again. That wasn't the Maverick credits, that was the periphery intel. That wasn't the same thing. Just got the second key. Yeah, I got mine last week. So this is the first time I was able to do the full cycle with 2 keys. I'm not going to be able to do that task. That periphery intel is the thing that you get out of the refinery. There's only the opportunity for 360 per day there. Well, there's Maverick credits in this other one too. There's another 2400 intel there. That's doable then. I screwed up with the other one though. No, that's the same thing. That's periphery intel. That's not the same stuff. That's the other. That's the research currency. Now the question is that research currency valuable enough to warrant purchasing a pack for it? That currency's tied behind a bunch of G7 efficiencies. I'm not opposed to purchasing that pack. Leaving instead of reading. Thank you for the 7-stream streak, Broken Wolf. I'm pretty sure that they had a credit task, though. Like, I'm pretty sure the first time I read that task, it said credits. Okay, so the 20k task is to acquire 50,000 credits. And the 10k task is to acquire 25,000 Maverick credits. But that one would still be doable today. Because even like the 10k task for the temporal disruptors, I don't have enough temporal disruptors right now. I've been focusing on the officers in the DTI faction store for finishing them off. That elite solo outpost one even doable? Doubt that. Checked all the artifacts that come in the rares in Depot. I haven't looked through all of the artifacts, but I also don't do a lot of the Zinti Armadas. I don't feel like giving Scopely $100 right now. There's the Temporal Disruptors one. Still on True Green Tea. How's it going tonight? No, that's not there. That's there. I really wish that they wouldn't completely reset if you don't spend in that category. 42. $44. 67. I have 67 right now. I know I don't. I really, really don't. Like, I go there to do it on, like, the Zindi day, and then, like, all the Armadas are taken, so I just say screw it, and I go do a, Cardassian Armada instead. And I could do my, Yeah. Then I could do my alliance altruism thing, so we can keep and the bounties to keep the thing flowing. But I'm out of every armada at the moment except for the G6 uncommon and rares right now. I mean, even in Dominion and Borg solos. I haven't done a Dominion Armada in... I couldn't even tell you when. Borg solo. I mean, I did it for an event a couple months ago. I don't generally have to do them, so I don't generally do them. Not part of my regular rotation at all. But I probably have enough. I don't know if those turn into the same thing. Those go to the disruptors. I don't think those ones go into the disruptors. Yeah, that'd be just from like this area, if even. That's only officers. I didn't even know that was only the officers. Hundreds of millions of Borg Armada credits that I turn in every time they're available. I've got most of mine actually cycled through at this point, I'll be honest. Like, within the last week, I finished off these. I ran out of these to finally pull. Like, anywhere that they can do... Anywhere that I can do any kind of redemption, I don't have it. Hey, Tidbad. Hey, Omega. How's it going tonight? By listening to music? Same music that's on stream. I mean, there was a long time that I thought I wasn't going to run out too, but... You were sick for a few days? If anything got changed. I did update the mixer. Oh. No, that was the way that was supposed to be. No, you're right though. It is coming in lower than it should. I have it ducked when I talk. Because right about there is probably where it should be. Yeah, that's... Right here is where my preferred level would probably be. Which test drops are live?
Like I've done a Ron Swanson in the burger competition. Oh, this is Rob Lowe's character. Oh, this is a burger with blah 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 blah, done created for me over a course of many years. And Ron Swanson comes on. This is a burger. It's cooked meat on bread. Use ketchup if you want. I really don't care.
You're the best around.
Oh my, they actually do have a drop as of 7:45 p.m. Watch for 15 minutes and claim the reward STFC Live Test 1. So make sure, probably be a good idea to refresh the stream. And you should have a notification if you're on mobile right below the stream at the top of chat, or on if you are watching on browser, it should be at the top underneath your name. They don't say what it actually is. They don't say what the drop actually is. But it's a test.
Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget you're golden. I will find the light in your soul, I'll be there. Never leaving you in the darkness, even when you're out of focus. I will be the light in your life, you'll see.
That's the page that they're advertising them on. Which drops are here? Log into your accounts and win goodies. Allows players to earn exclusive in-game rewards simply by watching their favorite streamers on Twitch. This is your change to collect some freebies. They mean chance. While enjoying Star Trek Fleet Command content. All you need to do is link your Twitch account with your game account, tune into participating live streams, and watch the magic happen. The longer you watch, the more rewards you can earn. Interesting. I do have Twitch, I do have drops enabled, so you should be able to see progress starting. I've got Chad's stream up on my other browser tab, and that's got me at 60 some percent. %. It was 15 minutes ago. Floating between Chad and Tibbs, apparently. Well, that's cool. What if you're watching your second favorite streamer? It'll show it on one of them. And the progression will add up between all the channels that you're watching. So as you change your focus, the time should add to the total length of that 15 minutes between any of the streams that you're watching. That's how it works with Twitch. That's really cool. That's something I know somebody had said very recently that they were surprised that they had never done. I don't care. It's not a competition. So you sign into your Scopely account and your Twitch account. And of course, you got to do the stupid code thing. I shouldn't say stupid. It's not stupid. It's annoying. Now the question is, like, how do you prioritize which account you go to when you got multiple ones? Look at you not being like DJs and doing that on a separate monitor. I do it in a separate browser too, to be honest. Where's my redeem? I got too many copyright strikes on my copyright notifications on my YouTube page. I gotta figure out how to change the way that I got it set up. I gotta make decisions on that. So on my next stream, I will have... I'm not even gonna have a redemption for the stream of the day. I'm just gonna straight up do that. You know what? I have that video. I have that video. I can do that redeem off of sound alerts and everything. Holy crap, that took forever to get that in. You need buy merch? It's not a bad idea. It's kind of interesting though, because now Scopely has my Twitch information as well. Linking accounts failed. One, log into Scopely account. Paste my face on Deadpool. I do have some crab merch. It's doing something weird with my Twitch account.
Hello there.
Thank you for the follow. This is Mort. That was not the full screen one. That was not the full screen one. Let me look at this again here. Might have to de-authenticate the Twitch login, get that to actually link. Because something is funky there. Might be off-stream stuff. I don't know if that connection actually went through. There's so many things that are authenticated through Twitch. Star Trek app. Disconnect. Yes, disconnect. Why do they call it Star Trek app? This is taking way too much time. Yeah, it's also labeled the test 1. I don't know if it's going to be anything in the game or if it's just truly a test. All right, 9th time's the charm. I was looking for is the email address. The email address that it's getting is not the correct one. I don't get that. I'll have to do some testing with that because there's something wrong there. I'm eligible to get the STFC. Interesting. Yeah, I'm severely underprepared for this Alliance tournament. I'm about to settle for a lesser reward. Uncommon commander skill points. Extremely underprepared for a streamer. A little bit. Good evening, Drastic Leak. Welcome on in. Yeah, I think I just need to double check the my Twitch account because my Twitch account is the one that looks like it's not coming through correctly. Which seems to always be broken. Are they owned by Skillfully? I don't think specifically, no. But the problems with the authentication service that they're using It's getting old data. I mean, it could even just be a matter of clearing browser cache or something like that. Let's see. Bach, Kirk, Locutus. Locutus could use some stuff. I know 7 of 9 has some stuff. Yeah, I have it set up so Tangia pauses when I've got other alerts going. The entire internet infrastructure is going to shit as we vibe code our way to victory. Yeah, I'm trying to get it set up so the alerts kind of don't step on each other so much. They kind of do one at a time, because I've got alerts happening in so many different sources right now that they're stepping on each other really bad, and I'm trying to avoid that because I don't enjoy that. So 6 epic FKR armadas. I can do those tonight. Since we already have an armada event. That makes sense to run. I Divine One Divinity. Need Scopely ID. What do people who don't use it? Well, I guess I don't know why you wouldn't use it. I mean, even if you wanted to create just like a burner email address to get tied into the account, it's still not a bad idea just for recovery purposes. Yeah, ad. All right, FKR1 I grabbed. I'm gonna set this up for the V'ger. The V'ger part of the upgrade ships, or the Excelsior part of the upgrade ships. I don't remember seeing it on the list. No, it is. Okay. I can do one component. I feel like weapons are most effective for it. Oh, we're up over this way. And today, are we Hurok today? Or are we silent? Oh, Gorn. I didn't remember about the Gorn. Orange shouldn't have any special requirements. Academy Drones event was fun. Go kill anything but Academy Drones. Yeah, that's interesting that they've got events set up that do things like that. All right, so I have cargo capacity. Good there. That should get it all beneficial stuff to be able to get up to the next system pretty handily. I don't know if that'll get it quite to the 70s, but I'm gonna try to the 68s. That's as big as the Sundler one wants to get. Whoops. I actually can't refund that. I'm actually looking. It won't let me refund. I can only refund the channel point ones. I don't know what the drop gets. Interesting. It just tells you to log into the game. Yeah, I don't know. I was wondering about that too. Like, it didn't seem like it did the right thing. Hi, Ellie. Good evening. Like, how many different videos are there? I wouldn't think there'd be that many different versions. I can't do that one either. I can. I can possibly get you a free play ticket. Okay, this is the one that normally plays. Hi, Alpha Blaze. Welcome on in, Alpha Blaze. How you doing tonight? That is a lot of crab rave alert off of Tangia. Which hopefully they'll have some actual integration on Kick sometime soon. Doing great. Good to hear that. I'm also doing pretty good tonight. You know, just I'm working through these Star Trek Fleet Command Alliance tasks and trying to get as many points as I can out of them. Where are you from? I'm from Minnesota in the United States. All right, so we got that set. You play other games? I do a little bit of variety of games. This Star Trek Fleet Command is the primary game that I spend my time in, but I definitely have played other games, do some stuff on stream occasionally. Pokemon stuff is definitely something that I also dabble in for sure. He's in 2-liter soda. It definitely can be. State of the game today is definitely interesting. Oh, it's not mini anymore. That reminds me when they started coming out with like those 8-ounce cans of pop. Like that was disappointing whenever you'd go to like somebody's house and they had those. Like my personality? Ah, thanks. I appreciate to hear that. Yeah, there's still some decent rural stuff. The urban sprawl is definitely hitting hard. I think the chat was seeing the same as what you're seeing. Not on the Twitch app itself, Omega. I've got chatters from Kick and YouTube as well. And good evening, Dustin. What would it take to get Cottontail to play Busbound? That game does look interesting. I feel like that would scratch the right parts of the brain. I got a wish list. What are your hobbies? Gaming's a hobby of mine. Also fishing and doing some like automotive type of repairs too. Not quite car restoration, but definitely like picking stuff up to do some fixing on and reselling. Although I don't have the space to do that right now, so I haven't done it in a bit. What is Kick? Kick's another streaming platform like Twitch. Did I go walleye fishing last week? I did not. Our opener's actually this upcoming weekend, I believe. It's normally Mother's Day weekend. Interesting too, like adventure, everything. Yeah, Cyberpunk. I haven't played Cyberpunk before. One of the other streamers in the community Red Red Ruby is playing Cyberpunk, right? I'm pretty sure. That's been the most exposure I've had. Clean out my garage. I've got my boat in my garage right now. Okay, yeah. Red Red Rubies is playing Cyberpunk right now, and I found it pretty captivating. It looks like a very interesting game for sure. My old graphics card wasn't going to be big enough to support playing it, so when it came out, it never really hit my radar, and never really hit my list. But now that I have my computer upgraded a little bit, I can definitely handle it. Do I like art? I do like art. I'm not capable of doing art very well, though. I don't have a very good artistic touch. I have a decent, like, drafting, like, concept kind of ability. Like, I can get things down, ideas down on paper, but I can't bring them to life. I lack that little bit of extra vision that people that are good at art have. Making artwork is your hobby? That's awesome. I'm both jealous and very appreciative of people that have an artistic ability. With most nicknames. Most nicknames are pretty good. As long as it comes from a place of you know, like nothing that's meant to be derogatory or anything like that. Usually most nicknames are either done in a playful way or
We see that
something
flood of
similar.
names, chats flying like a game of flames. New folks rolling in, whole squad insane.
Welcome in, Chad.
Welcome to the bunny domain. Welcome to the burrow, welcome to the show. Kinda tell live, let the good vibes flow. Ready to train crazy, watch the numbers grow. Drop your remotes, let the whole chat know. Welcome Raiders, welcome Raiders. Hey!
Welcome in, Raiders. That sound doesn't seem to be coming through. Oh, there it is. Okay. If y'all haven't met me before, I am Cottontail. I am a Star Trek Fleet Command streamer with the Next Gen season 3? Season 3, I'm pretty sure. How was your chat? How was your Chad? How was your stream, Chad? How was the night? I've been lurking in the background. Your Chad was awesome. That's great. Did you get the information about the Twitch drop? I earned my Twitch drop off of your channel tonight. I don't think that they actually have anything. I kind of feel like it's probably empty.
Thank you for the stream. I just wanna thank you for the stream.
Thank you for the stream streak. Mord, how you doing tonight? 5 streams, hell yeah. And the microscape for everybody. Appreciate that. And the other crab rave. Are things are going pretty good. Having a little bit of difficulty with getting grasp on some of the new alliance tournaments. But you know, it's been okay. I've had some really good luck on the rerolls. I have an uncanny ability to be able to get the temporal disruptors one to pop up. See, there it is. I don't know why I'm getting lucky with those, but pretty much every time, half the time that I've been rolling things yesterday and today, they've came up as temporal disruptors for the 10K task. So I've definitely been trying to make sure that when I roll it, that I give everybody a heads up. Did link it to the wrong Twitch account? When I updated my email for my Twitch account, and when I was trying to do the linking, it was pulling up the old email address. So when I was trying to link them, it actually failed. Even though it was coming up as authenticated on Twitch actions or authorized, it was weird. Alpha, which message was that? I got lost a little bit in the raid. Ah, the artwork. I'm not really in the market currently for graphics, but let me give your channel a follow. And I will definitely keep you in mind if I do make some plans. There will be an upcoming idea to start redoing some things. Did Mr. ADHD DJs do how Scopely STFC survey for April 2026? I would imagine, though. They're struggling to get some clients for a long time. I can imagine, I mean, kind of a saturated market. Pretty sure real, Chad. It's been a conversation that's been going on for a while. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things too. Yeah, I saw that you were just live like 6 hours ago or something, so I'll definitely check you out the next time I see you pop up. Didn't get a lot of progress on the Suluban task here. 68 still a little rough with the at least with the mining crew. I do. Wonder if you change the email on Twitch to the email you used, if it will link itself. There's a possibility. Because technically, where does that link reside? So that link would be on Twitch or on STFC's side. So like if you wanted to somehow get those disconnected, we'd probably have to go through STFC support. I think several of us players never sleep. Some days I kind of wonder about that, because the amount of people that I see that are like EU is a little bit surprising. Yeah, check out the Discord alpha. I have a promote yourself section in there. Go ahead and post some of your work in that promote yourself area. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one thing I want to help do, is make sure that I support other creators in any and all platforms and media that they're going to work with. I know when you have a passion for something, you know, like you have a pride in having that out there and seeing that in the wild. I definitely understand and appreciate that. see. So we have Squall, did that. Reliant, Dauntless, Excelsior. I did Excelsior. So Reliant and Dauntless. I can definitely appreciate that, Alpha. Kick's been a little slower on growth for me. Kick's been a little bit slower on growth for me than YouTube or Twitch have been, honestly. Ooh, I might be able to go really deep on the Reliance upgrades. You know, if I was smart, I probably would have checked to see if there's any efficiency things to pull in the Transigen Forge.
It's borderline chaos with a pinch of salt. While the ceremony's about to start, I call you red-handed.
I just got banned from someone's stream, thought I'm a bot or something. It's a really common thing, and you know, even promoting your work can be received poorly by people. Some people have different levels of tolerance for it and everything, and yeah, no, I'm open to people sharing their passions. There wasn't any Reliant efficiency? Okay, I don't feel too bad then. I was like, man, I don't know if that's a thing that I'm missing out on. If I did the Protector has it. The Dauntless? I don't think the Dauntless has it either. Because that was released after this refinery existed. They don't have any of the newer, anything newer than this in here, which is probably fair. Yeah, I mean, that's all, you know, all good mutually beneficial goals to have. Okay, I'm gonna switch this over to Vindicator. That wasn't the way that I wanted to go. Set this the way that it's supposed to be. Send this back out of dock. I think I still need to do some more FKR hostels. And then send this up to do some regular armadas. I haven't done an actual like FKR Armada task for Alliance tournaments in such a long time. But I think taking any of the decent tasks at this point is, you know, like part of the good progression, just for the simple fact that everybody's kind of at the same playing field, everybody's dealing with the same struggles. So, you know, just because I can't find a 10k task really easily, or I can't complete a 10k task, you know, like there's another 99 people out there that are in the same boat, having the same struggles. And I didn't realize that I was that low on epic directives. Oh no. How many epic directives can one pull out of the store? Do they have epic? I'm pretty sure they have epic FKR. They do. 500. So there's one pull. I'm still gonna be 2,000 short. Join the server, perfect. Yeah, definitely go ahead and do full advertisement in the promote yourself area. And I'll be sure to check you out when I get either done with stream tonight or when I'm free tomorrow night. So there's a whole section towards called promote yourself. And then there's a drop your stream link, share your artwork, and share your socials. You think it actually worked to change your Twitch email, Chad? That's awesome. Hopefully that means that I can do something similar with mine. I'm hoping that it's primarily just the more of a browser issue than anything. All right, let's collect the dailies because I'm getting nervous. I'm going to forget to do the V'ger stuff again. I think I did that one day this week already. Because I feel like I'm a day behind on the challenge track. 9010 T error. Those are generally the most frequent to occur, but also the easier ones to resolve. Sometimes they're not the easiest ones to identify. Especially if you're the source of the error, because sometimes it's tougher to double check your own work. You have about 1,500 challenge points. Ooh, maybe I am on pace. I'm at 1,500 right now with today's completion. I missed it one day last week. I didn't do the actual claim all when I got done. Unless you missed a pull too. Well, we've got... We're 4 days in. So we're 4 days in, we have 3 days left, so I should be on the right pace then. Because we get one a day. There's 3 that are left, so yeah, that should be right. I was thinking I might have missed it for some reason, but... It looks like I got it actually. You can't link your Twitch. I had problems with mine too. I could authorize my Scopely account and I could authorize my Twitch account. When I clicked the link at the bottom, I got an error message that said that I couldn't complete it or whatever. So it might be worth trying in a private browser or a browser that has less security and stuff. I was using Brave, and Brave can get kind of picky about the any of the cookies that get left, so there might not be, you know, some kind of a session cookie that it needs to cross-link them. And I don't expect that we would actually get anything. Realistically, if you checked your Spox Club, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some indication of a background item. Because either it's either gonna be like some kind of a ghost currency that doesn't actually do anything in the game, or else it's gonna go into some kind of a queue on their side of things that need to be sent out in like some kind of a redemption chest of some sort. I would hope that they have it to the point where it shows up as a ghost item in your inventory. I'll definitely look for that when I get mine linked. Or completed linked. Just uploaded? Yeah, no problem. I think everybody deserves a chance to, you know, like, do their thing. And you might even find some other people in the community that do artwork as well that could offer some advice on other platforms to either advertise on or other ways to get your name out there. Yeah. Everybody deserves kindness. I mean, the biggest thing is you approached it in a respectful manner. Like, that makes a big difference too. I keep on forgetting that this event for the board cube is up too. I see the cutting it down or whatever is popping up for the point awards. I'll still have to go and do some of the solo armadas. Actually, that's the crew that I would like to have on this ship. I don't know if anybody... I'm really surprised nobody else really popped up here. Get this finished off, go kill the pop it out for the cube. Man, it worked a little bit better when there was somebody up here that was hunting the federations. All right, so I'm gonna put Tolra on this ship. And let's do one of these epics. I don't think it's gonna count for the other event. It'd be nice if it does, but I don't think it's gonna count. I'm pretty sure that's exclusively group armadas. Not synced the account to Spock Club for the last 4 months. How can you go 4 months without getting deep into something? That's crazy. Like, I feel like I'm in there almost every day assessing something. Oh, you had the wrong sync code. Yeah, that gets kind of interesting because I do have my 2 accounts both synced. So I have to make sure that I'm logged into the correct one. Looks like they might have fixed the board beam too. Like, that seemed like that kicked off a little bit smoother than normal. I haven't tried the GS31 yet, but I heard that that's working quite well. Okay, what's it doing? Whoever's flying the cube right now is drunk. I was wondering why it wasn't going up. Makes sense. Once you dive into the details, it makes sense. Do I have one more? I do have one more. I don't think I can one-shot the 68 interceptors. I think it's just the explorers that I can one-shot. That's actually kind of a cool way to like spot check your account, though. Oh, did that actually take down the 68 interceptor, I said? Yeah, it's the 69 interceptors I can't do. So I can do the 69 explorers. Yeah. It's always hard to remember what things can be done. I don't use it every day. I only use the cube like once a week now. Just to do this dimensional breach stuff. I don't know if all those officers actually apply. But I just want to fill the decks up at least. No, I said go. Actually, it was closer where I was. I can't click on Intello anymore. That's so annoying. I haven't had that bug in a little bit. Is that what happens? It's not there, but it's over here now. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while. Made 2 million Sigma Tritanium. What level was your account? Like 64? 65? It's not bad. It's not bad at all. And my cube's just gonna die. I'll have to accept that. Need so much Sigma Tritanium to max an epic. Yeah, but it does increase as you get up more too. I mean, not like super big, but every bit counts. Just glad you don't need to do the base cost. For sure. I mean, that's a significant difference. $6.6 billion in Sigma Tritanium. I would be interested to see where I was sitting at 69.
Baby, can you pray tonight? Baby, can you pray for
Because I'd be willing to bet that when I was at 69, that it was well over it wouldn't have been over $1 billion though. But I'd be willing to bet that it was over 10 mil. I have these ships in the opposite places of where they should be. I have better hazard resistance on the Vindicator than I have on the Cube. I think I have this event finished anyways. No, I've got like one more Armada, but I'm gonna finish that up with the Vindicator. Well, I don't want to actually watch it. I just want to look at the playlist. So, all right. When I was getting ready to go to 70, I was at 8.7 million tritanium. Boy, that went down fast. When I built my Crenshaw, that went down fast. I was at 9. I'd gotten up to 9 right before I built the Crenshaw. Then I spent like 4 million, just like that. Should I quickly go to 70 or order wings for dinner? Definitely wings. I was gonna have wings for lunch, but then I got a support call. Like I had the pickup order set to go, and I had to do tech support. And then I was on the phone for 50 minutes doing tech support. And then I had a meeting like 10 minutes later. I should have, when I got the call for tech support, should have just set it up as a delivery order, but I didn't. And I had celery sticks and peanut butter instead. But Omega, I would definitely suggest this for you. When you do go to 70, do it on a day when the Vengeance Acquisition event is running. That way, anything that you apply to any of your buildings at 70, or if you build your ship at 70, will earn you Vengeance blueprints. Because right now, today and tomorrow are the events for the people that already own the Vengeance. So like on Saturday, it should be back. But I would definitely tap a buddy that's 70 plus to verify that that event is. It should be on Saturday and Sunday. You're probably gonna maxing the NT this first day. Heck yeah. I mean, even if you can't get the Vengeance unlocked, like you're gonna have so much percentage of the progress done on it. It's only gonna take you a couple of weeks to finish it. Because you're gonna be ridiculously close on blueprints if you can't get like first or whatever. I don't see the SLB. Oh, I won't see the SLB anymore. Well, Mega, if you're on my Discord already, feel free to ping me. Otherwise, ping. But Saturday is Dr. Iron Chef's stream, right? So like, I'll be around in any of the streams, Star Trek Fleet Command streams over the weekend, I'm sure. At least here and there. If you're not on my Discord, I don't know, maybe you're on Lord V-Neck's Discord. "17 stream streak." No, you would not be the highest. $1 billion material spend points. No, because that event's at a different scale. Let me see if I can. I'm pretty sure $50 Tech is the one that has the longest stream streak. I don't know if I have a thing. Oh, there is a stream streak one. You're up there, though. You're up there. It's BBB. I mean, it's hard to... I feel like anything above 5 is really good. And I think it's extremely hard to have anything at or above 20. The 4-stream streak. Dude, I'm lucky if I even have a... Actually, I guess I would be the stream streak leader here, wouldn't I? Damn. Hopefully. I did enable the watch time, I think, now. Maybe. Okay, I did. Perfect. Surprised it doesn't actually record time against me. Does Moneybot count? Nope, Moneybot doesn't count. I guess Bunnybot's not technically watching. Bunnybot's just here. It'd probably be like a TOS violation if I had it actually watching somehow. Grand Prix for marble money or tournament credits? Ooh, I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to pull up the bank account because we don't get paid from Twitch for like another week yet. Check my wallet and see how much Solana I have right now. I was getting down there. Or Twitch takes half of your money. For subscriptions, it's approximately a 50-50 split. Bits I get 100%. When they're cheered in chat. 80% if they're used in an extension. And 1 bit equals 1 penny. And then of course, like tips, I would get all of that minus whatever fees that the platform takes. You know, 2.5%, 3%, whatever that is. Being a partner doesn't do anything financially from Twitch itself. There's no financial incentive to become a partner. The benefits of being partner is you get a different support channel. You get like a higher level of support, and you have like a dedicated support representative that you can deal with directly for any issues that pop up. And then you also get an opportunity to bid for being on the front page. And there's also some extra stuff with your video signal and how your video signal gets transcoded on the back end. There's a little bit more flexibility to what can be done and stuff. And there's some other like newer features too that are probably more open to partners. The front page is just like the first page you open up if you opened up twitch.com. So like you get added to what they call the what do they call that? Carousel? So like at the top of Twitch, so like at the top here, this area here, that's where the front page sponsored people go. And then there's different categories. Like you don't necessarily have to be partnered to show up in some of these other categories. Like this legendary women category, you could end up being somebody that is not necessarily a partner that's on here, but if you have like the correct tags on your channel, you might have a an opportunity to be showcased. But, like they do a lot of stuff around the holidays, and then for like special months, you know, like Black History Month, like they were highlighting people of color. Like they'd have some special Asian American types of things that go on as well. I don't remember what all of the things are, but they do have celebrations, and this legendary women one is something that they're highlighting now, probably to deal with since we're around Mother's Day. Yeah, absolutely. Feel free to do your birthday announcement. Never looked at it on PC. Yeah, that would make sense because I don't know how that works on mobile. I would imagine that the mobile thing would work somehow. Oh, that's not a priority. Because like when I look at that, it's like all the channels that most of the channels that I'm following are the ones that are at the top. Or ones that I've at least spent time in. Like that's driven from the you know, from like your watching algorithm or whatever. I never thought about that. Like the front page doesn't matter on mobile. It's a very specifically like desktop kind of thing. Are the women topless? No, there's no topless women on Twitch. That is not that kind of platform. Unless, well, bikinis. There's some rough lines in the in like the like art category, but like they were just like some weird things. Yeah, it's that top carousel at the page, and that's partially like why you get like 1,000 viewers automatically just for being on there. Is everybody that opens up that page, you're technically viewing their stream. You gotta do dominations too. we usually have a accompanying Ferengi one. So ship XP, I upgraded the Reliant. I don't know if I tiered up the Reliant. I did tier up the Reliant. I know that I finished all the components, but I also tiered it. So I can do skip XP here. I think it's for STFC streamers who don't play STFC. So I'm not gonna say anything. There was a mini Mabel joke in there. But I have witnessed her play. I have witnessed her play. Got the Brain event to do today too. Otherwise, it's kind of a little bit lower activity day. Invalid target. Okay. So that one's broken. That is broken. It also had the arrows on it. I love it just because there was a hostile that was really close. Yeah. Okay, that one's broken. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, those streams are amazing, and you know, like there's definitely, even though I'm focused on the game pretty heavily, like, it's still, you know, maybe somewhere between a third and the half of the stream is, you know, more about conversation than it is about gameplay. Even though I try to make sure that the game is doing something for the most part. I definitely want to make sure I get through all the things that are happening at a minimum. Any special events that are going on, you know, especially for people that are making that transition from mid-ops to higher ops, to be able to kind of show some of the differences in events and kind of give everybody some of those expectations of what has to be done. I don't think there's really that much that changes between G6 and G7 for the most part. Like, a lot of that stays the same. But, you know, I definitely want to make sure that everybody can understand what kind of difficulties they could be facing as they make the transition between, especially G6 and G7.
Empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight.
That's definitely one of the tougher areas.
And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that
Yeah, and you know, it's still new. There's a lot of us that are either recently have made that, well, everybody's recently made the transition, but there's a lot of us that have, you know, approached it in a way that not everybody that did it month one did. Very significant difference in playstyle between the high spenders and the not so high spenders. remember. No, you don't get any. I don't remember how many epic Armada directives one could technically get in a day. It's not a lot. I mean, I got like half of what I could have maxed. That's weird that it's still the 3-star chest that is the biggest directive payout. I was only 70. I'm not going to be able to complete that task either. I failed on being able to do 2 tasks tonight. I failed on being able to do 2 tasks. Because I can't get 2,500 more Armada 2,500 more epic Armada directives. Because I normally have that many, but we had a big event. No, I spent them all down during the incursions. I do have Alliance tournament credits. But I think you can only get 500 there, and I need 2,500. Like, if I had gotten lucky with my chest redemptions, when I was pulling my Armada chest, yeah, you can only get 500 in here. Like, I could have potentially pulled it off, but I don't think there's Armada directives buried anywhere else. Like, I don't think any of the refineries have it. I don't think any of the faction stores have it. Like, I could see that almost being like an X-Borg thing, but Ephesia, Stella, Defiant. Well, I guess there was the question about the Zindi chests, maybe. I guess credits. That was mainly when we were talking about artifacts, but I didn't know if there was maybe... Well, there's temporal disruptors in here too. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that just gives credits. That doesn't actually give directives. That helps float the refinery just fine. That's okay. Because I gave Marble Seminar the other day. I want it on PC now so I can play marbles in 3 streams at once. You can't actually participate as like a viewer on the PC. But you can definitely do 3 streams at once. You can actually roll in more than that, but you get timed out once you start rolling in a 4th one, and you can stop making points. But there's possibility that they might be looking into increasing that number actually. The Kill Cardassian chest will have some. I'm assuming this is... Where you mean? Question for MJ. How hectic has this week really been? Well, MJ's streaming right now if you really want to ask. Killing the rares, you'll sometimes get the epics in the kill chest. Oh. That's interesting. I know when I read it that he got chats confused with answering yours as if it was his own. Was he watching my stream? Or is he still lurking? That's hilarious. Yeah, he's still lurking. Well, I've got his channel pulled up on my tab too, but it's in a different window that I'm not actually watching. I try to lurk everybody that's running STFC as much as possible. Well, I don't typically do like lurking in DJ stream just because he's not having any issue pulling in numbers. Not by any means. And I'm pretty sure that Twitch only gives you 3 views at one time where they actually get credit for it. So I try to make sure that that I have at least 3 up if there's 3 people. What is lurking and is it important? So lurking is basically just having the chat open in a window, even if you're not participating. It's where you're basically not actively engaged with chat, and you may be like listening to it, but you're not, you're not actively engaged, which at least half or better of the viewers on Twitch do that. I do that a lot, like turn on a chat, do something else, have like 90% of your focus there, or washing dishes, doing housework, stuff like that. But having that stream up, being a viewer in that stream is really important, because like me, like if I'm sitting at 10 viewers and you come in and lurk, that bumps that number up to 11. That's a 10% increase in what I have for viewers. And like the magic number that I'm aiming for right now is 25 average across 90 days. That's kind of a threshold that is set up on like the sponsorship side of things. So like if I can maintain that 25 viewer across the 90-day average, I start getting an opportunity to gain some sponsorship items, which is revenue. Partner actually is requiring 75. So that's a very lofty goal for for like the time that I'm streaming. I'm not pulling in that kind of viewership right now. I think a lot of it is just time of the day that I do most of my streaming, because that there's usually multiple things that are going on, multiple people that are going on. Not about going topless. I have a feeling that wouldn't really help me. Affiliate. So you have, what is it? Community member, and then affiliate, and then partner. Level, the first level, I think they call community member. Like everybody starts off there. And then the second level is affiliate, which is basically once you have that subscription button, that's when you're affiliate. So that that means that, you know, like I can have the extensions that you can spend bits on. I can have subscribers. I get to have emotes and rewards and stuff. Well, in those levels, the partner, it's not really partner plus program, it's just plus program now. The plus program is 2 levels. So plus level 1 gets you a 60-40 split, and then plus level 2 gets you a 70-30 split. And that level is the same between affiliates and partners, like that. They're both in that same program. There's like a contracted level above partner. So like the people that are pulling in like 15, 20,000 viewers at a time, a lot of them have a revenue agreement with Twitch that puts them past that level. Or they have an opportunity to get to that point. But then you're got contracts and have special requirements and stuff. My streams are consistent, though the ones that overlap with you seem sporadic. It's, well, I think a lot of the thing that I run into is, you know, like a lot of times DJs will be streaming, or a lot of times Samo will be streaming, sometimes Rev is still streaming, and, you know, like that's pretty stiff competition. I've definitely been noticing the numbers have been going up, and I think that's something that I'm definitely trying to make sure that I'm making myself more available for people to be here, and, you know, being more consistent with the timing and everything like that. 20,000 viewers, can't imagine something like that. Oh yeah, I mean, it exists. I don't know. So like if you go to the like just chatting category on Twitch right now, like the first couple of streams, like Queso there's at 40K, Casey Hat's at 25K, XQC's at 17.9K. Like there's a lot of stuff. You know, Queso, I mean, I've watched a couple of his streams just to like see, and like he's entertaining, but he's like the weird uncle entertaining kind of person. Like I think everybody he gives everybody like the, not weird as in like weird, but like weird as in like a goofball uncle. kind of vibes, and I think a lot of people really that resonates with a lot of people. At least that's been my interpretation and understanding. Yeah, yeah, like watching the clips and the highlights and stuff like that. That's true with a lot of the streamers that I don't know how to put that. Clips always highlight the best of things. You know, like those kind of people that have those very animated personalities and get worked up in a very strong way. Like their clips really pop off, and you know, like they can really show the best of themselves. You know, like being in a game like Star Trek Fleet Command, it doesn't generate the same type of content. Yeah, like the interactions between streamers and chatters, especially at that scale, is very significantly different. Don't worry, Broken Wolf. No, we are just talking about Queso, some of the stuff that he'd pop off with. Broken Wolf came in with his hand on the hilt of the sword, like, who? Let me know. Point me at him. Passionate PvP could generate some fun clips. Yeah. I think arenas could definitely do it. Like, there's definitely been some stuff I've been... Grab Rave. I've had a couple of pretty decently clippable moments. Some of it was from when the stream was a little bit less polished and I don't know, maybe a little bit harder to pick some of the stuff up on. Having more fun playing marbles than STFC. I always really enjoy marbles. I mean, I think everybody can kind of understand, you know, like that I have a little bit of passion for that, and you know, like I think at some point in the future I'd like to have all right, you're gonna make me play marbles now. You can definitely play some more player. We could do like the Grand Prix, like Butter Pecan had asked about. Yeah, it's very full screen. Covered my entire screen too. And I got my community drops from watching streams over the last couple of days. What did I say? 5? I have the death. The maximum death rate that I have in this is 15% too, so keep that in mind. Feeling like something was set up wrong. Then we'll put that one at 2K bits. It's understandable. All right, exclamation point play. We'll get 69 seconds to get the mark. I looked over at myself and I saw the little Pepe emote was right here, and then the marble was right here. So I had both of my eyes covered by the by the emote. All right, 1 minute to get your marbles on the track. Exclamation point play to get them on in. Well, that emote didn't come through. I'm happy she gave in, but ouch. The lost in redemption. Yeah, 2K. It's a limiting factor. Like, prices are higher for things I don't want to see very often. Alter does 69 too. All right, 20 seconds, exclamation point play to get down on the race. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's like a good thing for community engagement, community cohesiveness at this point. You know, like, I'm not saying that it's a unique thing to Star Trek Fleet Command, but I mean, it's been a very common thing. If you set a world record on every track, I will help you get a vengeance. Yeah, it brings us together in our and poor DOS. I mean, I have time limit. You can put time limits on that stuff too. Mulera in the lead. Right behind is Misa QB, followed by Omega J. Don't want your money, but I would like that hoodie. Well, that could definitely be arranged. Especially with so much vitriol against Scopely at the moment, when he'd have something to laugh at. And I think that's a good reason, good amount of the reason that everyone's been able to get behind that, because we need that humor. You're very right. Mega J's in the lead over Mufasa and Mulera. That's what I usually do with any of those emotes that are a little bit longer. I try to make sure that they can't pop up too long. I mean, that's still, was that 500 bits or something? Like, it's still a fairly expensive, to be honest. Oh, it's only 90 bits. I mean, I think that's reasonable. I mean, that's like, what is that? 1.5 cents per second. You know, I don't think that's too bad. I mean, it's one of those things that it's a balancing act between keeping the price low enough to make it incentivizing to play it, but also, you know, like, having that ability to limit the thing either by the price or limit it by just the amount of times that it can be redeemed. And I've got the prices set kind of low in Tangia. Tangia gives you the ability of Mufasa with the wind. Mufasa, followed by Omega J, followed by Asian Boy, followed by Cotton, Retro coming in 5th. So Tangia has a an auto increase ability. So like if it gets played so many times in such an amount of time, it'll actually bump that price up from like 90 to like 120. And then if it hits another threshold, it goes up to like 150. I've held off depending on the conversation happening. Try not to be rude. Nah. There's definitely nothing to be rude about. GG's Mufasa. We are gonna do the winner of the Grand Prix. We'll be able to get choice of tourney coins or marbles money. You cheated. Use one of the psychic abilities. Exclamation point play to get in on the race. Oh, this one is a tough one. You gotta get popped up at the right spot. Ooh, Wrath of Butter Pecan with the special play emotes. All right, starting the timer. 69 seconds to get in on the race. Exclamation point play. Me and the guy who wins all the time. He's only gotten the one prize from me so far. I'm pretty sure. I don't think Butter Pecan's won any of my cash prizes yet. How many wins overall? Not as many as me. Because I mean, when you have enough wins, you're ranked on the top 1,000 on the leaderboard. You get a number next to your name. That's my global ranking right now. All right, 5 seconds. Exclamation point play to get in on the race. Been doing terrible with Marble Fest. I didn't get a chance to play in a lot of it today. I had meetings and stuff that I was jumping in on. Ooh, Aeroslay off the track. Bulera, Omega J up to first. Mufasa right behind him. Ooh, make it through, Omega. There you go. There you go. All right, leading the pack down to the things. I'm not number 1. I'm number 729. Which is ironically pretty dang close to where I'm ranked as far as like streaming goes. Wrath of Butter Pecan coming up behind, getting in first place. Retro Fury also dead. Mega, you got left behind. Ooh, Butter Pecan off the track. Dead, finally. Where are y'all at? Y'all letting me get way ahead of you now. I guess there's only 4 of us. You know, 3 of us. This was a 15. This is supposed to be less than a 15% death rate. And we've already lost 60% of the field. Need a ball with a flaming trail. That's cool. I think some of them are. I have a flaming finish. My math sucks. I didn't do the math. I just set the limit. All right, Misa's. I got stuck in here last time I played this map. I got stuck in this exact same spot, just wiggling back and forth. Oh, this one. Getting out of this area can be tough sometimes. Did I win the vengeance? I did win the vengeance. Oh, back on the ramp? That was an unlucky shot. All right, I was the only one that finished on that one. I need to put it rigged in as a command. All right, exclamation point play to get on the next race. I think that might be the same. That might be the same trail that Iron Chef has. All right, starting the timer, 69 seconds to get in the race. Exclamation point play. I have questions about the, like, I don't know if those are grenades or mortars, but that feels deadly. They're cannonballs? They're cannonballs. Like, you might be able to hit one of those and go out. You could possibly get hit by one of those on the way down. All right, 20 seconds, exclamation point play to get on the track. I didn't know if that was a 7TV emote that I had. All right, 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Asian boy getting the first spot. Issa is coming out with a little bit of an advantage. There we go. Now they're in order. It's a matter of who hits this fan just right. Ooh, contact. Let Cottontail drop down. And we got Bulera and Retro. Omega J coming through first. Misa making a big run through everything. Misa's got a great route going through that. Just got to get knocked out of here. Malera made it through clean. So it's a matter of who makes it out of the cannon and clean over to the last area of the map. All right, Malera followed by Misa, followed by Retro Fury. Here we go. We're getting somewhere into the area where could get impacted by one of these cannonballs. All right, into the cannon, out. Oh, you get to jump completely over them. Well, it's just for show. They didn't actually have any kind of a worry. Good hit on the peg. Go straight down. Good knock on the peg. Here we go. Just got to make it through the next pegging field without getting knocked off the track. Drop in for the win. There you go. Malera with the win. Got the Butter Pecan right behind in second. Asian boy stuck off the track. Omega J coming in for third. Retro Fury coming in for fifth. Cottontail coming in for 5th. Airsley coming in for 6th. And Misa just needs to clear the last obstacle straight down. Yeah, I don't know how you got knocked so far behind. Like, that's last place, and Asia Boy is just stuck here on the outside waiting for the wall of fire. There we go. 5th win.
Who's on first? Yes. I mean the guy's name. Who? The guy playing first. Who? The guy playing first base. Who? The guy on first base. Who is on first? What are you asking me for? I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. I'm asking you who's on first. That's his name. Well, go ahead and tell me. Who? The guy on first. That's it.
It went almost 3 hours before that got redeemed. Alright, GG's to Valera for the win on that one. Went the way of Betamax. That's a deep cut. Alright, exclamation point play to get in on the track. "69 seconds. Exclamation point play. I'm gonna throw a Pluto on this one. See if we can get a boost off the bat here. So the Pluto, that emote, that gives one of the, that's the same thing as throwing 50 bits. So that gives one of the action items, one of the six things that can occur, whether it's the boost, the ice, the dingle, the no grab, the boom, or the restart, or the swap. Maybe it's 7.
Everybody feel it come around with the rhythm, it's a sound. Everybody get down. Everybody feel it come around with the rhythm, it's a sound. Everybody get down when we give it to you.
I mean, some of the things are useful, some of the things are not useful. So then you get like the thing that comes from the deal there. So like that restarted Wrath of Butter Pecan. Wasn't anything really advantageous for this map. Sometimes restarts are really useful. But like a lot of the world records are gonna be from one of those boosts doing the right thing at the right time. Because most maps are gonna have a spot where you can get a little bit of an advantage. You know what I spent on the last race? It's gotta be 50 bits at one time. Like Malera cheered. Oh no. That's not a cheer 50. You can just do cheer and then 50 without the exclamation point, and it'll do the cheer. If you're trying to pay with bits. I should assume that I should make sure that you're making that assumption. There we go. Thank you for the bits. Yeah, so then now we get another power boost, and then it was Airsley got a boost. A little bit of a speed increase for them. And Airsley is up into first place. That boost worked out really well for them. Sometimes the boost can knock you off the map. Sometimes it can shoot you down the straightaway a little faster. It's just a matter of luck where it lands. Like this map doesn't really have any areas where it brings a big advantage as far as being able to set like a record time. Some of them are very significant. All right, Aeroslade coming in first. Valera is going to be vying for second. Cottontail, Omega J fighting for third. Omega J gets it. Cottontail fourth. Retro is going to be coming in fifth. Misa's aiming for sixth. Asian Boy and Wrath of Butter Pecan are going to be fighting for seventh. Asian Boy gets seventh, and Butter Pecan gets eighth. GG's. All right, final map. Ooh, Marble Factory. That's a good one to finish on. All right, exclamation point play to get your marble on the track. Those ones that have that starting animations, they always throw me off because they have a little bit longer of a time before you can actually do your exclamation point play. All right, 1 minute exclamation point play to get in on the race. This is a fun one. It also has some deadly spots. I don't remember if the color of that thing makes a difference. Interesting. 20 seconds, exclamation point play to get in on the race. I had to make sure that I joined. Can't even see mine behind Butter Pecans. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Butter Pecan's gonna be the first one down. All right, see how cleanly it comes through here. Ooh, Misa's got hung up. Retro's out first. Valera's taking some speed. Very tight race. You be my friend? I'll be your friend. You don't need to pay though. Ooh, Valera getting through clean. Valera's in first, Wrath of Butter Pecan in second. Oh, it's red light, green light. That's what it is. Pay how much? Thank you for the biddies, Valera. Alright, Retro and myself swapped, but we were 4th and 5th, so it might not have made too big of a difference. Alright, everybody's catching up. Once we get a couple of marbles that knock together. Ooh, Aeroslade gets through. Aeroslade leading the way down the conveyors. Followed by Misa, followed by Retro. I don't remember if this scanning was a bad thing or not. Well, we're all avoided getting scanning so far. Aeroslade going through the heater. Dropping into the next funnel. Bypassing all the pegs. Just have to get the right bounce. Ooh, off the track. Retro missed the rails as well. Up to Misa now, who can advance down this narrow track. Ooh, bad bounce. Butter pecan. Ooh, no, cottontail. Mulera. Mulera makes it through. Just jumping over everything. Red light, green light. I love that. That is the most amazing thing. Oh, I forgot. This is the packing peanuts finish. All right, Mulera gets number 1, Cottontail number 2, Asian Boy in 3rd so far. Rigged. Boy, AFK and miss marbles. That happens. All right. Final results. All right, let's look at this podium. All right, 3rd place goes to Omega J. 2nd place goes to Cottontail. I forgot that I had the muffin modifier. 1st place goes to Mulera. Mulera, would you like to have some marble money or would you like to have some tourney coins?
We lost our minds in the darkness of night. We live to die. We lose our souls every day. We lost.
Marble money? Perfect.
We don't remember what's wrong and what's right. The world is dead, but we stay.
We will get that set right now.
Live and fight. We live to die. We live to die. And we're surrounded by the night. We live to die. We are shadows.
Being able to copy and paste this stuff makes it so easy. All right, sign the transaction. It's on its way. Processing. All right, 100 marble money will be in your account next time you log in. Pecan said, Pecan's not the one that won. Oh, I see what you guys did there. That's funny. All right. Well, I think we'll call it then. Appreciate y'all spending the time with me tonight. Where's my stream manager? There we go. Let's see. Tomorrow's Friday. So I hope everybody has a fantastic Friday. Thank you for spending the time with me tonight. I think I'm going to definitely try to... Maybe we should make that a thing every night. Just do a quick 5 Grand Prix like that, because I enjoy that.
We are just shadows. It's supposed to be that we die. It doesn't matter.
Ooh, MJ's running marbles right now too.
There's no light anymore.
Let's see if we can get in on his next marbles race right now.
'Cause we are born as living.
Ah, he's starting it right now. Damn it. We missed this one. But we'll catch the next one. Hope everybody has a fantastic Friday. Enjoys their Saturday. Hope you have an opportunity to spend some time with loved ones this weekend. And yeah. Once again, thanks everybody for the love and support, all the bits, and I don't think we picked up any new followers today. Oh, I did pick up a new follower. I got this is Mort. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. Have a fantastic evening, and let's go show MJ some love too.